Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, coming to you with quite the echo. I'm standing on an escalator that is not working. Inside, what mall is this?
Security mall.
Security mall, this is Kenny by the way. I'm in Baltimore right now. Well, this is technically, where am I? This isn't Baltimore.
This is Baltimore, yeah, Baltimore.
Greater
County.
Baltimore. Are you filming me?
Yeah, why not?
That is awkward. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. I think it's the first time I've ever done the intro where I'm not doing like a front facing. I'm doing like a opposite facing. Yeah. History has just been made here in Baltimore on the TheDailyWoo. This place is pretty incredible. It is open to the public. The roof is leaking. And there are a few stores, but not a lot of people wandering around at the moment. I do like the old sign. Looks like at one time the neon worked. Making our way to the former home of the Enchanted Forest. The king up there, he's pointing the way. It's now a shopping center, but at one time, this was an old school amusement park. There's now a Petco and some other businesses on property. But you used to enter through this corridor into that castle. And checking out the date on when it opened, August 15th, 1955, about a month after Disneyland in Anaheim opened its doors. You'd walk in the main entrance down this path and straight into what is now overgrown in the woods, but check it out there. There's some of the old walkways still remaining. If you look closely, you can see some of the concrete cinder block foundations. Now, a lot of these buildings were moved off-site and cleaned up, and they are in another property a few miles away. But not all of them, obviously, because there is quite a bit. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's like the top of a castle point there. 2 or 3 of them. I think the main castle was right there where that big pile of debris now is. If you are familiar with the John Waters movie Cry Baby, they filmed quite a few scenes out here on this property. Think about it. Johnny Depp stood right there. You see the little pulley there on the end of the metal rod. Might have acted like a makeshift lightning rod going down in the top of this cylinder. The more I look at this area, I'm starting to think they did not save as much as I read in articles online. There is a lot left out here, a lot more than I was expecting. The old bridge slash slide still exists. Look at that. Just hanging out over the little lagoon. Mosquito ridden and filled with, what's the type of disease that mosquitoes carry?
Yellow fever, hepatitis.
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of bad stuff. They don't carry good things.
Not at all. The hepatitis, yellow fever. Are you sure yellow fever?
Yeah, I'm positive yellow fever.
Are you really sure?
I'm like,
See, you're doubting yourself now.
No. I'm 100%
The
sure.
yellow fever infested Enchanted Lake. Even some machinery left to rot out here. Whoa! There is an actual structure still remaining. Look at this, behind the bamboo. Whoa! Did you hear that? Did you hear that noise?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
Was that a bear? Holy cow, what is that? Dude, there's something in there. Was that a bear? Oh my gosh. This is Kenny's camera. This is us running. Whatever it was started chasing us. You said there's no bears out here. Look how terrified I was. I forgot to record. Good thing, look at me, I'm like running in fear. What do you think that was?
I don't think it was a bear.
What was it?
It had to have been
It started chasing us.
like an angry deer.
Maybe the deer. There were some deer out here, but holy.
I don't know, that was a really tight area. It could have been like a raccoon or maybe a fox.
I don't know. I prefer a raccoon, not a fox. All right, let's
we keep checking over our shoulders.
I know. We ran about 100 yards. Okay, I think it's time. I think we've seen enough here. Let's move on to the next spot. We walked up around the top of the hill up on the back side of the property. And I'm now noticing that there is an entryway gate still there. So you'd have your ticket and you go through that little gate and spin around, and that's where you'd enter the forest itself, now overrun with some sort of creature down there that we cannot put our finger on what it was. That was pretty startling, to say the least. Maybe he knows something and he's not. Look, he has pooped himself in fear. Leaving the property now and heading over to the new location. The historical pieces, the structures that have been saved and salvaged are at another destination that we're heading to shortly. We'll be there to see what is left of the Enchanted Forest. The old one. We're going to the new Enchanted Forest. Same name, different property. Some new stuff, some old stuff. You'll get the picture when we get there. We have arrived. Look at this. And I stand corrected. The technical name is Clark's Ely Oak Farm. It's no longer called the Enchanted Forest. It's Clark's Ely Oak Farm. As you enter in through the gift shop, they have some relics, some old photos, and some paraphernalia of the old property. Oh, look at that trucker hat. That is awesome. And check that out. That's that bridge right there. There used to be a boat that used to go through there on that waterway I was just talking about. Even some clippings of newspaper articles and a detailed explanation of the restoration process. It took quite a few years to move some of the relics over to where they are now located. Happy birthday. This cake is not real, but this Goldilocks and the Three Bears recreation is. What are you looking at?
It's a bear and a man, a hunter, mounted to the wall. Kind of a reverse there.
Oh, look over in the corner. That's how startled we were. Yep, that was pretty much me about a half hour ago. That was pretty much me. Without a doubt, this is the coolest guy on property. Just smoking his pipe. Is he of age? In some instances, though, it's really hard to tell what is a recreation and what is original. The old property did have a dragon like this, but I don't know if this one was moved or just completely rebuilt. I have stepped into the most bizarre maze. It looks like these are the kind of flags you'd see in a used car lot, except they're dangling and festooning the trees. At Disneyland, you can sit in a teacup, but here, you can sit inside a tea kettle. Does this thing spin around? Is there a way to spin it? I don't think it moves.
Can you get out this way?
No, the door's back here.
I think you can get out this way.
Oh, you're gonna go through there? No, you exit out the back. There you go. All right, you go through there. I'll go through here. Have fun with that. Best of luck to you. Best of luck.
Hey, Adam, are you still out there? I think I'm stuck.
Remember the song, Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop? Well, that's the baby, and that's the treetop. Rockin'. Peter, pumpkin eater. It looks like his wife is caged in there. What are you doing in there? Have you ever analyzed that nursery rhyme about the guy caging his wife up in a pumpkin because she didn't want to be with him anymore?
No, it's kind of dark. If you really
it's not a good moral to that story.
No, it's kids, don't imprison your wife. Don't do that.
How many kids do you know that are married?
A couple, actually.
I think that's a witch in there behind bars being burnt. She's being burned alive inside this gingerbread house. And I think this is Hansel and Gretel. What is the look on his face? Hansel! What the heck are you thinking right now? Burn! Burn! You're frightening me. Why are you walking on Patrick?
He's on the ground.
Doesn't mean you have to walk on them.
All right, we'll let it slide. Well, what? Now you're gonna walk on? What the heck, man?
What did SpongeBob ever do to? And why did they place him at the end of the bridge? Like everyone just walks on him. He's like Rodney Dangerfield. He really does get no respect. All joking aside, though, I do love the story, The Tortoise and the Hare. That nursery rhyme is probably one of my favorites. Slow and steady wins the race. Lil Toot, the boat, and outside of the water. What are you doing out of the? You should be in the water. Willie the whale? Can you survive on land? Whoa! Who is that inside his throat there?
Don't look now, but nightmare fuel is right over your shoulder. No, this shoulder. Look. Look at the front of the boat. Look at this. What the heck is that?
While I'm in the area, I'm gonna swing by an old friend's house. Say hello. I seem to have wandered into a tiki bar area with shrunken heads and some sort of late 80s, early 90s Epcot nostalgia and Epcot Center vinyl. Walt Disney's what? Where the heck?
Adam, you want some Kinsey coffee? Adam, you want some Kinsey coffee?
It's Leonard Kinsey! No, he strikes again!
No, this is insane.
When was the last time you wore those glasses?
Oh, jeez.
How many?
The last time you were here?
Which was, I looked it up, the videos we did when I stayed at your place was, I think, August of 2012. And we did a video where I dumped ice on you in the shower. And then I was sleeping on your couch over here. And you woke me up, Kinsey coffee style, jabbing me with a stick.
Yep.
It was good to see you. It's been a long time.
Oh, there's Peaches, one of Kinsey's cats. Oh, looks like he's had a little Kinsey coffee too. He's darting off. Now, isn't there a way to like torture people with bamboo? Have you ever tortured anyone?
Yeah, so you can like tie someone down and it grows so fast that if you just leave them staying there when it's sprouting up, it'll just start growing right through them very slowly over the course of like 3 days.
Now, has that ever happened out here? Have you ever done that to anyone who has wronged you?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 times. It's not a big deal.
All right, we won't mention any names. All in all, a pretty good day. Looks like there's some storm clouds moving in. See you guys tomorrow. Vlog over.